remember anything.
Hey, there we
And the
are.
bud was hit.
Hi. Let me make sure we're recording, and then we'll go. Okay. Hi. My name is Logan Moore. Welcome to the Model Citizen Show, the weekly podcast for modelcitizensmedia.com. With me this week is everybody like normal. Mario, Max, and Michael are here. Hey, everybody.
Hey, I sound better, I hope.
Mario does sound better. He also looks better, both physically and graphically.
Digitally?
His digital image on the interwebs looks
I
good.
grew 6 more inches
In your
in my image.
We've already established that you're the
You got that dong
cockmaster
sauce, dude.
That's true.
podcast. So
Yeah.
that's a known thing. Like I said, this is the weekly podcast of modelcitizensmedia.com. You can go follow us on Twitter at modelpods to keep up to date with all of our other podcasts, like Millennial Gaming Speak, our gaming show, and Reeling in the Years, our music show, which will be coming back, as well as that other podcast that I won't even mention because it'll just start a thing.
Beneath the Pixel?
Welcome to the show.
Petty.
What do you guys been up to lately? How's everything going for you?
I've been cat sitting for my
Cat
parents.
sitting? I didn't know your parents had a cat.
I have 2 cats.
I don't like cats.
Why do you think I'm staying at their apartment? I'm not staying here for kicks and giggles.
I thought it was just like parents
Kicks
are
and
out of
giggles.
town. Yeah, kicks and giggles.
No, I'm here because I have to feed cats 3 times a day.
You have to feed them 3 times. You just put a bowl out. They'll eat it whenever they
No,
want.
dude, these cats,
They'll graze.
they don't graze. They scarf it down like they're dying, and then they
Are they
complain
dying?
until they're fed again. No, they're humongous.
What kind of cats are they, Max?
I think the technical term, one of them is like
The technical term? I think it's
Calico?
called the breed.
I don't
Or is
know
that
the
a
breed.
dog-specific
Calico
thing?
or something. There's one's colorful and one's gray.
It's, yeah.
They're brother and sister. They're from a litter that was abandoned at one of my dad's job sites when he was building a house. Their mother had 3 legs and a broken tail.
Why did
And,
people litter on your father's job site?
they're rude people.
Doesn't your dad work at, like all across the country? So you
Now he
showed
does.
Up to a job
Is
site
his
across
job is his job site the world?
He didn't always used to work around the country. He used to work in Indiana. He used to build homes.
So you've had these cats since you lived here?
Yeah, we've had these cats for a decade now, probably.
You could just let them die at this point. Then
Dude,
That's
they're
fine.
kicking still. They wake me up promptly at 4:30 in the morning to feed them.
Do you get out of bed and feed them? Or
I do, or they're not going to shut up and I won't go back to sleep.
Dude, that's why cats are the worst. Like
No,
dogs are pretty
Dogs-
chill.
Hey, I had to watch 3 dogs last weekend.
Dogs
last
are
week.
more.
And let me tell you, dude, dogs are way more needy. I was also watching one cat, and all I had to do was leave a bowl out for an entire week and a bowl of water for an entire week, and the cat did everything itself. So
my cats are a little more high maintenance, but dogs you gotta like take out and still clean up their poop after them.
oh, we don't clean up the poop.
Not when you live out in the country like me. I don't know about you
Yeah.
city folk. Like
Yeah,
Matt.
it's the same for us. I mean, it just kind of becomes fertilizer at that point, doesn't
Yeah,
it? So
That's my thought process. Is it should be fertilizer, but some people get really picky.
So
about
wait,
that.
if your dog craps in your yard, then you have to pick it up in your own yard? Is that how?
Well, no,
You
the people
don't
I live
have a
with.
dog.
So the
but-
people I live with actually do own a dog.
Uh-huh.
We pick it up only because when we mow the yard, it's still there.
That's the whole point. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. They poop in the yard, and then when you mow, it just blows up into 1,000 tiny pieces anyway. So
yeah,
Yeah, I want to avoid
fertilizes
that.
everything, guy.
I want
Yeah.
that avoiding all over my legs when I'm mowing. I would not.
oh, who
like
cares?
that.
You're getting dirty anyway. Then
That's
you just
why-
take a
that's-
shower afterwards.
that's why you
anyway.
got to get a riding mower, Max. So you just kind of stampede over it like
Yeah.
in a
If I had a
go-kart
riding mower,
run.
it would be okay. It would be. But I've been using a push mower for the past decade. So
Are you using the one that you just like? It doesn't have any sort of gas or anything, and it's just like those blades
just
on the
the blade.
wheel.
no, I wish. I think that thing'd be cool. But no, I don't have one of those.
Do you really think that would be cool, Max?
It's
one time?
not cool.
One time, why not?
Do they still sell those? Is that
I'm
even
sure
a
they
thing?
do.
probably do, and then only little rascals fucking use it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only people that would fucking use that shit.
Yeah,
They
I'm only aware of it through like cartoons and stuff like that.
I bet you
Exactly.
Yeah.
I bet you dads use it as punishment for their children. Like you have to use this fucking lawnmower that you have to push 3 times across the yard.
Just to get one
You little
row.
shit kid.
I actually I had to pick the cats up from the vet the other day for the first time in probably 7 years. They had their teeth cleaned.
Wait, how old are you?
Me, I'm 24, 23.
I was
How
gonna say
long
you're
was
not
that-
24.
No.
We're the same age.
How long was 7 years ago? When you
So
were
if I'm
how old are
20
you?
You would have been in like high school.
Oh, okay.
Junior.
I mean, the
senior
cats
year?
haven't been to the vet in like 7 years. I just had to pick them up.
Now Max,
and they
he
were
goes
put
to the
out.
vet much more often.
I gotta get my rabies shot
For personal
every
reasons.
year.
Mm.
And the cats came back and they were like hammered. The only way I could describe it was they were just drunk cats. Their back legs like did not work. They were just swerving. I should send you all the video. It was hilarious watching these cats try and actually move and do
If you just
anything.
send me a cat Vine compilation, I'll be very mad at you.
I don't have
Because
it. Vine's dead.
you seem like the guy who would have a bunch of cat vines
You do.
just saved on your phone.
Are you that guy?
Actually,
You probably would.
no, I actually despise my cats. I call the fat one Jabba. My parents don't like that.
Oh, like
I
Really?
think it's
That's weird.
hilarious.
What's the other one?
The
Is
other
it
one
another
is
Star
the
Wars
one my
based thing.
no. The other one is
the other
my
one is
brother
Big Fortuna.
named. The other one's the one my brother named, and that one's Garfield.
And then
So,
they
you
used to
know.
have another one. He called it Salacious Crumb, but he
he
died.
just cackled a lot.
Stupid little rat boy jumping on the ceiling when R2 zaps him. Star Wars is real dumb. That movie's especially real dumb.
Is that Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
It's like that's the worst one out of those 3, for sure.
Probably yes.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. The indoor stuff's not very fun. It's not. I don't like that stuff.
You know what?
Except
Boba Fett sucks. I'm gonna say that right now.
Boba
Boba
Fett
Fett.
sucks.
Boba
Yeah.
Fett sucks, dude.
Huh, okay.
The only reason
He's
why
only-
only reason why people like him is because of EU stuff that isn't even canon anymore. He's a
cool.
chump.
He looks
He's a
cool. He's
chump.
got a cool ship. And
Yeah.
that's about it.
You know who else
know
looked
it's
kind of cool? General Grievous looked kind of cool.
No, he
General
didn't.
Grievous totally. He looked cool in the cartoon.
And
was-
what is he? Little bitch.
He's
All
a little
right.
bitch. He's a real big, gaspy little
He's
bitch.
the worst.
They have to compensate for how cool, or like, you know, they suck, so they have to compensate for how much they suck by looking cool.
Do you guys know where the
So wait, then why does
design
Jar
for
Jar
Boba
where
Fett
does
came
Jar
from?
Jar fall
What?
on that scale?
Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah, you said they have to compensate for how stupid they are for how cool they look.
As far as
Jar Jar-
as far as
He is so
body count is concerned, Jar Jar killed more people than Boba Fett. More bad.
That's,
So
that's true.
That's true.
It's actually
On screen.
It's
For
not
sure.
it's not a body. Actually, I was gonna say it's not a body count.
I think
because
it- I
technically
think it
all he
counts.
killed was droids.
I
But
think it counts.
Jar Jar was the
Can
one
we
who
s-
granted Senator Palpatine emergency powers, which
That's
led
what I
to
was
him
gonna s-
becoming emperor, and then they blew up Alderaan. So technically,
exactly
the
what I was gonna
death
say.
of all
Exactly
of the
what I
people
was
of
gonna say.
Alderaan.
So-
is
It's all
on
Jar
the
Jar's
hands-
fault.
It's on the
Jar-
hands
All
of
Jar
Binks.
Jar's fault.
As far as body count and thinking of awesomeness, Jar Jar, Boba Fett's even below Salacious Crumb. He is not really that cool at all, I don't think.
Yeah, Salacious Crumb at least ripped out C-3PO's eyeball at one time, or something
Yeah.
like that in that movie.
What I mean,
Clearly
what
he
did
was just
Boba
trying to
Fett
fuck his
do?
eyeball.
All Boba Fett did was put
He got
arrested Han Solo and put him in some carbonite container and froze him,
And he
and
got-
he didn't even do that.
and he
That
got
was Darth
eaten.
Vader who did it. So
For the most part.
Boba Fett gets taken out by a blind man who hits him in the back with a stick.
so
He also charges within 2 feet of Luke Skywalker and like puts a gun right in his chest rather than like shooting him from afar because he has a gun and all. Like
So then, Michael,
yeah.
where did you fall on the now abandoned and never will come out Star Wars 1313, the Boba Fett game?
well,
is that a Boba Fett game?
That was.
I don't. That
Was
wasn't.
it?
That wasn't.
I know they said it was supposed to be, but
It was a Boba Fett game. All the art shows Boba
Or
Fett.
even the Josh Trank sequel movie or whatever that
I'm
was
gonna
supposedly Boba Fett as well.
And now I'm going to say this is probably even worse. Jango Fett better than Boba Fett.
yo,
He had a
Jango
decent
Fett,
game.
Jango Fett blows fat nards, dude.
I was
Jango
gonna
Fett
say
sucks.
Django.
If we're gonna count, if we're gonna go with body count, and as
So is body count the only is how you rank it then? As how
They're
cool the Star Wars
bounty
character
hunters.
is?
He shoots that poison dart in that chick's neck, and then she becomes like
That's
a
right.
chameleon lady, and then he shoots that rhino right in the face. So he's
Yeah.
got a body count of at least 2.
He's at least 2.
Now,
right?
since he has
How many
the clones,
does Boba
though,
Fett have on screen?
since he has the
None.
clones, does those
Literally
count?
0. Do the clones?
Do the clones count?
Because
They
they're
count.
all Boba Fett.
They're all Boba Fett and Jango
They're all
Fett,
Jango Fett.
but they all suck
Or
at shooting.
Django and Boba, yeah. I always get them mixed up.
Yeah, but you don't know what happens during the cloning process. Like his aim might not be as good as the original.
They
because-
said, didn't they say they're all the same, but he got to keep one that was unaltered?
yeah, because they're trying to advertise, because they're trying to sell the clones to some armies and stuff. And that's what that's for.
If there's one thing I hate in the prequels more than anything else, even more than like midichlorians and all that garbage, it's that Boba Fett is just a clone of Jango Fett. That is the lamest thing.
But he
But-
got to keep him, an
but he's-
unadulterated version.
It doesn't matter.
He's
He's
the
just a
ultimate
clone of
clone.
this dude. Like
He's
they're
just his
all
little,
clones.
his little clone baby son.
And then you get the
Doesn't matter. Dude. Who cares that they
secondary
gave him a
special
dumb
editions, and they replace his voice with Jango Fett. All the stormtroopers
Yeah,
are
that
Jango
pissed me
Fett.
off, dude.
No, what?
They've rolled that back since the Blu-ray release, but
They did change that in the Blu-ray release.
they rolled it back where it's now other voices. If I'm not
That's
mistaken.
good. Yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't know about that, Max? On the DVD
No.
releases, they changed the Boba Fett voice in 5 and 6 to match the Jango Fett actor's voice from the
Yes.
prequels.
That's
And I think some
awful.
stormtroopers too.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my.
I think they've since rolled it back.
I still remember
all
when they
part of my original.
put Anakin back, Christian, whatever his
yeah,
last
yeah.
name is, in the end.
Christian
in
Stewart?
six.
Christensen.
Yeah.
Christian Slater.
Whatever his name is.
I would prefer that.
That'd be pretty sick, dude.
Don't fucking gleam the cube.
When are the theatrical releases coming to Blu-ray? When are the OGs coming back? Because Disney,
Never.
that's free,
Never.
but that's
But if
you
free
get on
money.
If you get on the dark web and you hit up some
Yeah,
dudes in
yeah.
some forums, you can probably get some ripped copies, which I don't know how they exist.
There's actually no. There's a group. There's this guy.
The
Hmm?
laser discs.
Well, the Laserdiscs,
yeah,
I
the
guess,
Laserdiscs,
technically are the
that's what it
purest form, but there's a guy who's going back essentially frame by frame, taking original film cells and original copies of the movie and trying to preserve it and make it like a true HD Blu-ray quality theatrical release. It's
I'm
there's
pretty
like a
sure
whole
it's-
guide, but
I'm
it
pretty
is-
sure it's already been done.
he's still
That's-
working on it. He's still adding stuff and tweaking it, but like it is complete. You could go download them, but they are on the dark web because if they were easy to get to, Disney would crack down on that so hard.
No, they wouldn't.
They probably just took a VHS, connected to something to make it digital, and then they just took these tapes.
Yo, shoot, that's real old, dude.
Dude, rolled. I have all
Abby's
three.
parents.
I also like how you had that within-
VHS tapes.
You had all
Well-
that within arm's reach.
That's
Because
amazing.
it's clearly just all my shit is just right there in the corner.
Is that your Star Wars shelf?
Yeah, everything is right there in the corner. Comic books, everything.
Is that a poster of Will Smith on your wall?
That is not Will Smith. That is Dan Stevens from The Guest.
Oh, okay. Thought it was
I-
like Will Smith.
Yeah. Abby's parents have the OG VHS tapes too.
I have them tucked away somewhere, but I haven't. They're probably like in a box, like in my attic.
You have
if I
to
had
you have to
guess.
find a TV and a VHS, VCR to play them.
Yeah, I mean they're not hard to find. You could probably go buy them on eBay right now
gotta-
for like $5 or $10. But
The VCR player or the movies?
the VHS copies, if I had to guess, they're not
feel like
expensive.
they're-
Probably.
I feel like they cost more. Like
They
if
were-
you get
they were
original
mass-
quality.
They were mass produced in the 80s and 90s. There was like a 3-box set that had like Yoda, a stormtrooper, and Darth Vader's
was one,
face on like.
I
each
had
of
those.
Yeah,
That was like the
those are
digitally remastered ones, aren't they?
Yeah, those are the ones that I had as
Yeah,
a
that's
kid
the ones
growing up.
I had as a kid too.
And they like
That
They
particular
re-
stat you're
didn't
talking
they-
about is
didn't they-
$25 on Amazon right now.
that's not
Didn't
too
they
bad.
do that? Oh no, that was the re-release. Because they did like a DVD one. I don't remember.
We're getting into Star Wars.
Honestly, dude, I really don't care. Star Wars is
I
fine.
know you don't, because you think Harry Potter is better, even though that's
Harry
wrong.
Potter is
Really?
better.
Really?
I'm gonna
Really,
yeah.
dude?
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Harry Potter sucks so bad at the end, dude. So rushed. They're like, we got to take out how many of those Horcruxes? Like 14 of them. How many have we done so far? 3.
Which are you talking books or movies?
Shoot. Okay, both of them.
Books are great.
Bad.
Books are amazing.
Yeah, books
The
are
movie-
awesome, but
The
Movies are bad. Movies ruined the best book.
Fifth-
Makes me
fifth-
sad.
Fifth movie's
what's
hot.
the best book?
What's the best book?
What's the best book in your mind?
Half-Blood Prince.
Oh, I like the movie for Half-Blood
I
Prince.
think it was
actually.
fine.
I
Half-Blood
thought the movie
Prince.
was good.
What, Logan? Why do I like Half-Blood Prince the most? You should be
All
able
the
to figure it
smooches.
out.
Yeah,
the
all
smooches.
all the snogging.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's why I liked it.
No, that's the
It's-
fifth book, dude.
Yeah, the 5th book is the snogging.
All about snogging, dude.
No, Half-Blood Prince is the
Um,
real snogging.
Half-Blood Prince
With your
is-
best friend's younger sister, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, you got a good fucking point, dude.
it's essentially the prequel. It explores Voldemort's origins, and you get to learn about.
I mean, they
Snape,
all
Snape and
kind of
stuff.
do that though.
No,
They're
but
all-
this one, he's literally going in the past with Dumbledore.
They did that
It
in
is
the.
straight up a prequel, and you know how I
They
feel
did that
about
in the
prequels.
second one, though.
It's
too.
straight up not a prequel though. I mean, there's prequel elements to it.
Exactly, it's the best. I
Alright.
love the Half-Blood Prince.
Nah,
It's
And then
basically
Dumbledore
the Giver,
dies.
but in the Harry
I
Potter
like Chamber-
universe.
I like Chamber of Secrets. That's my favorite one.
yo, if Goblet of Fire isn't your favorite, you're probably smoking crack.
Goblet
The
of
book,
Fire. Too
the
much
book
hype.
I like. The movie, I don't think I like. I haven't seen it in a long
Goblet of
time.
Fire is like where it all turned and got mature.
book-
Third
Yeah,
one.
that's why it's the best one.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
I
Come
think the
on.
book is real good, but
I've been wanting to reread those lately.
My problem with the fourth book, though, is all that elf shit. Nobody cares.
Dude,
No one gives a shit about elves.
in which one?
Yeah, remember there was
Dobby
like
is a friend.
Oh.
Dobby.
Yeah,
That's
I
the-
hated
that's
that
the second
garbage
one.
shit. Yeah,
The second
I
No,
one.
didn't
that's
like
well,
all that.
no, it's the fourth one.
or the third
the fourth
one.
one's when
No,
no,
the third
because
one's when
Hermione.
Dobby, and then Hermione has
Hermione
the thing
is
with
like-
Dobby with the whole like house elf. I forgot what it's called. It's
Yeah.
not Newt, is it?
What are you talking about? The
This is-
evil one? The evil house elf?
No,
Uh,
you mean the Trump supporter? The Trump supporting
Yeah, the
elf
one that lives in
Creature?
that house
in that house.
the
No.
apartment
Creature?
in between
Yeah,
all the
Creature's
other
what his name is.
apartments.
No, there's fucking some elves in Hogwarts where they're like cooking food and then
Yeah,
Hermione
Yeah,
finds
that's
out.
how
she's
food
like,
gets
prepared.
That's how the food gets there. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
just
she's
appear
like,
out of
fuck
thin air.
that.
Elves got
And I'm like, I don't care.
That's a whole arc that is not in the movies, and it spans like 4 books.
they had to trim fat somewhere, so they decided to trim
And then
the fat with
in the part one of was the Half Blood Prince? No, it's not Half Blood Prince. What's the last one? Deathly Hallows.
Deathly Hallows.
Like, and fucking Dobby's back.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
look at this, he's gonna kill himself at the end.
That was sad, dude.
Yo,
Did you read the
That
new
Messed
book?
me up in the book. I have not read the.
I read
Can I
half
spoil it?
way.
Can I spoil it?
I own it.
I already know what happens, but yeah, sure.
It's so dumb.
what is it?
They sing and dance.
The Cursed Child.
Yeah, does Dobby come back?
Yeah, I was actually about
Kinda.
to bring this up. The worst thing they ever did in that entire series was establish time traveling, and then
That's yeah.
What?
all the
Yeah.
cursed child.
That's what the
is.
whole book's about. Time travel.
Yeah.
It's really stupid. I read a
There's
plot
time
synopsis when it-
travel.
What do
Yeah.
you mean? They did time travel in the third one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they used the
like,
time turner.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
never
but
touch that again because she
Yes.
realized how bad of an idea it probably was to introduce that into that world. Time travel screws everything up, dude.
It does.
Like,
And
unless
they flip
the
everything in
entire
book.
plot is centered around time travel, like Back to the Future or
Okay,
something like
all right,
that.
then-
To
all right,
introduce
we're good.
time traveling elements like in the middle of a something that where it wasn't really there before is like really confusing and always screws things up.
Okay,
And
that's fair.
they
I was
part
gonna
of that.
say like time travel's pretty cool and like Terminator and stuff.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
that,
That's
that
based
totally
on
makes
it.
sense.
Got you.
Yeah.
No, we're good. What other
But yeah,
What other series have introduced time travel in the middle of the series?
Well, like a lot of sci-fi movies will do it. Like even Interstellar did it to like degrees, even though it makes
Interstellar
sense.
was about it from the get-go.
Yeah, kind of.
It
They're
kind of
traveling in wormholes.
Yeah, I
I
guess
know,
after
I
that
know.
opening hour, that's not a good example.
What's a good one?
I mean, you might as well say Memento is time travel because it's backward. The whole
I
movie's
mean,
backward.
Memento's not a good movie, so it doesn't matter.
What?
Oh
what?
man, Michael with the hot takes tonight.
The fuck? Who are
Harry
you?
Potter's better than Star Wars, and now Memento's not a good movie.
The whole Harry Potter versus Star Wars thing is I don't hate Star Wars by any means. I like Star Wars a lot.
You like Harry Potter more.
I just like Harry Potter more.
Yo,
and that's
real
fine.
talk.
That's whatever. But I would. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was
Yeah,
just saying.
finish your thoughts so we could fuck you with it.
I just give Star Wars crap just to get a rise out of people. That's all I do.
Because you're a hipster, essentially.
But yeah, mostly Logan, and then Logan has already become immune to it because he knows what I'm doing.
Yeah, I do.
But I really don't like Memento. I don't think it's good at all. Like
I haven't
got
seen it in
bored.
so long. No, last time I did, I was like sleep deprived, so I don't really remember it.
I watched Memento about a month ago. I was on a Nolan kick after Dunkirk. I watched.
It's by far his worst movie.
By far.
By far.
Have you seen Insomnia?
Insomnia is my favorite one.
Fuck off. Go fuck off.
Have you seen
Get the fuck off the show.
What's the magic one?
Have you seen Inception?
The Prestige.
No, I said have you seen Inception? I think Inception's kind of
Prestige is-
overrated.
I wouldn't. I don't know
Inception
about
is okay.
overrated. It's definitely his most popular. I mean,
Overhyped? I don't know.
Yeah, overhyped would be
I mean,
fair.
his
It
most-
invented
his
a
most-
pop culture term. Like
His most
you just throw
popular is
Inception
not
at the end.
Inception. It's definitely Dark Knight.
No.
I don't
Is it
know.
overhyped?
The
Like,
Dark Knight.
Inception created
You
some
mean
pop
The Dark Knight
culture
Rises?
term.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I was gonna say about Harry Potter, because we're just gonna keep going back to that, I guess. Reason 7 sucks is because they don't go to school. It ruins everything.
Yeah. You should.
It's supposed to be year 7, right?
Like, dude, we need to go to school.
I'd
So
like
can you like hold on this whole world domination thing?
But they can't
like-
go to school.
I like
I
the
agree
Harry
with you,
Potter
like-
books for the same reason I like Zelda games, because they're formulaic and they're comforting to me because I love the formulas of both of those. Where it's like, yo, you're in a dungeon. Congrats on beating the mini boss. Here's an item. Now you item and go beat the main boss. Harry Potter books are like, welcome to school, kids. Study for your exams. Oh shoot, I bet you but just found something new out about Voldemort, didn't you? And then it goes, and then they
we have a new,
defeated Spider or
what is
something.
it?
I think
What
that's
is
the
it?
silliest
Dark
reason
arts
I've heard
teacher.
someone say they don't like 7.
I miss the school stuff, dude. Like,
I agree.
totally
So
fine.
Logan
When I was
really
younger-
likes it for the snogging.
I got
I
halfway
was
into
younger-
7 and I was like, dude, I missed the school element of this book.
When I was younger, because at the side of the books it would say year 1, year 2, year 3, and then when you get to 7, it says year 7, but they don't go to fucking school.
Yeah, and
But
I
at all.
understand
Technically,
why.
it's the
I mean,
7th year of the task, though.
totally understand why, but it was just like, oh man, my favorite part was that they're in a school. And I was like,
Yeah.
we were in grade school when they were coming out too, so I thought that was like the coolest thing. I was like,
Seven
I wanna go
came
to
out when I
boarding
was
school.
13, I think.
And you're just going to high school
I think so.
or about to.
yeah.
No, but I agree. That book is so formulaic to the point where it's like, yeah, they go to school and then you have a new dark art teacher and then they die or something. Something terrible happens to them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
the
cool
whole-
every
the
time.
whole-
It's like,
the
who's-
whole
who's
dying
the dark
thing
art
doesn't
teacher
have to
this
do the
week?
That's the movie.
Yeah.
I need the book.
So when I was in high school, there's this. I didn't do this. I just heard about this. I thought it was funny.
Holy cow.
There was this kid in my grade or the grade above me who was just like real weird and he's just strange. He's just a strange kid, one of the strange kids in high school. And
It's a strange boy.
yeah, a bunch of people created this like legit, totally legit looking letter of acceptance in the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Oh my gosh.
And they like slipped it into one of his textbooks at one point. And he like opened it up and it was addressed to him. And he opens the letter and is like, "Congratulations, you've been accepted in the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry." This kid like lost his mind. Like,
Yeah, but
All right. If he
Told
was a
everybody
true
that's
fan, though,
awesome.
he would know it was fake because an owl didn't deliver it.
that, and also Hogwarts is exclusively for English students. There are schools for each like country.
He's
So,
an idiot.
well, yeah, maybe a little bit, but he started freaking out, and I guess he thought he was going to Hogwarts.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
awesome.
I just looked it up. Deathly Hallows did come out 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Do you
dude,
feel
it's been
old
a
now?
minute.
I feel real old now.
I went to
feel
the midnight
old?
release for that book. I remember that. That was weird.
I grew up, I was not allowed to read Harry Potter
Same
growing
here.
up.
and then I
Max?
did.
I got to read them right before 7 came out, and I read them all, and then 7 came out, and my uncle bought 7 for me.
Max, you
And then
feel
I
old
read it.
because the Deathly Hollows was 10 years ago. I feel old because the Backstreet Boys have been around for 25 years.
Oh God!
Kill me
Stop.
now.
Stop it! Oh
Kill
my
me
how old am I?
now.
Jeez.
yeah, like I'm checking the calendar now.
Oh, shit. My
Wait,
old
the
man?
Backstreet Boys haven't been around for 25 years.
25 years.
They've been around since
1997.
Yeah, that would be 20 years.
I'm sorry.
20
No.
years.
They actually been there longer.
I'm pretty
They've
sure
been
I'm
a band
20
for longer. Sorry.
90. They didn't start
Since
in
90?
92.
I'm looking it up. I'm going to look it up real quick.
It wouldn't be 92. That doesn't make any sense.
Please look that up.
Crazy.
Aaron Carter's brother, whatever that dude's name is. With nothing.
Aaron Carter got arrested for DUI in
I'm
Georgia.
just gonna look up Backstreet Boys' debut. album.
1993.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that dude's on crack or something.
He was on something.
Legit.
He just
I
came out as
I
gay.
grew up listening to Aaron's Party.
He had a problem.
What? I mean, we're kind of debating this back and forth, and I don't know if this is anything we've ever talked about, but if you guys could, like, out of a canon, rank your, top 5 would maybe
The
get
debut,
to a
the
week.
debut album of the Backstreet Boys was 1995.
Okay,
But
so it's
they
been
started
22
in 1993.
Yeah, they started
been
in that's like saying that Red Hot Chili Peppers started in 1978.
They probably all right.
But they never count. You never count a band's anniversary from when they first existed.
Yeah, you tell him, fellow.
You do it from
music
debut album.
podcast co-host.
Do it from debut album because
Yeah.
then they do, like, for example, I'm gonna always use Rush as my thing because they've done everything
Oh, what a shot!
for their 30th anniversary. It was from the 30th anniversary of their first album,
Which was called Rush.
which was called Rush.
All right, Logan, what was your question?
I want to say top 5, but I feel like that's way too in the weeds. So we'll do top 3. If you could do top 3 favorite fictional universes
Oh
for
shit.
each of you.
That I could go to.
No, just like in general, like
Is this
that you like
so?
to
It's
read or
anything
play.
from
Anything.
games, movies, everything.
Movies,
Ah, good grief.
games.
Can I guess Michael's?
Literature.
Yeah, can I guess Michael's?
There-
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
But do you
Wait.
like the world of Blade Runner, or do you like the story?
I like I like both. I like how it looks, at least.
Yeah, Atari
Very
symbols
least.
everywhere.
I think it looks really cool. Yeah, the world of Blade Runner is kind of cool. I would never want to be there. I don't think. Although it seems normal. It just seems. Well, I guess it depends.
It's kind of like Seattle. It just
Is
rains
this-
a lot.
Yeah.
Is this limited to sci-fi? Is that so,
No,
like,
just
space and
anything,
stuff?
anything at all.
Fictional?
I know we already talked about it, but I would totally be into. I like the Hogwarts world a lot, or the Harry Potter world a lot.
Yeah, you would, you muggle.
Yeah, yeah.
Mudblood.
The first thing that popped in my
No.
head was Doctor Who when you said it, but
I hate you. You're not my friend. You're not my friend anymore.
I would like
Worse than Harry Potter fans, Doctor Who fans.
Yeah, by 1,000.
Alonzi.
I mean, I'd throw Star Wars definitely.
Star Wars is a lock for mine. That's a given. So it's mainly just like the other two at this point. Probably the Marvel universe. Honestly,
616.
it would have to be in there.
There,
That's a good point.
I just
Wait,
rewatched the
616
Matrix trilogy.
616.
That world's pretty cool.
No, it's not.
616.
No, but you're a human battery,
Stacy-
and then you eat slop.
Nah, man, the computer part where you know everything and you get to fly around like a
where
ninja.
the steak tastes like steak, but it's not really steak. And it's very
Exactly.
existential.
There's no spoon.
Wait, did you say the Matrix?
I said
You
I
said
just
The Matrix.
rewatched those. It's a cool world, is what
Yeah,
I
it's
said.
a cool world.
It's cool.
I honestly don't think the world is cool. I think the concept of like the story is really cool.
Yeah. Which is kind of the world. It's I mean, I don't know. Those
The
two
world
kinda go
is
hand in
the-
hand.
I feel like
the world's not cool per
I don't think
se.
the world
I
is
guess.
cool. I think the story of the world is cool.
Yeah, because
You
I
know?
wouldn't want to live in that. Whereas like the Marvel universe, sign me up for that. Except for the part where like Galactus tries to eat our planet or whatever. I probably wouldn't.
I'm
be
trying to
down
think
for
of
that.
any universe where I'm like, I'm probably gonna die in that universe. Like I was like, Persona, I'm probably gonna die in that universe.
Not
Fucking Dr.
not
Seuss
if
is
you're a
definitely gonna die.
normie.
Yeah,
not
just
if you're a
don't hop on
normie
a
and
TV, dude.
yeah,
But like, are you saying like we go to that universe and we immediately get powers, or
just
the
forget
first
about
thing I
that
think of-
phone app, dude. Just forget about it. And just forget nothing happens, dude. That's all that matters.
Yo, I need to play Persona 5 real talk.
Yeah, you do.
Real
Yeah, you
vibe
do.
with that.
now's
Like
the time.
legit, this is, and I don't know. I mean, Max, you and I have podcasted about video games forever, and I don't know if this has come across, but seriously, like my number 3 spot could potentially be like Mass Effect. That's how much I like that universe.
Oh, really?
I love
really?
that world. I really, really do. So that
That I could-
shows how
that
much
I-
Andromeda sucks. That like I can't get into that game.
Ugh.
I mean, so wait, it's just fictional? I think I would
don't
want to
know.
live
It probably
in.
wouldn't
I
be
would
that.
want to live in
Dune.
West not Westeros, The
Dune?
Witcher 3. Well, I forget the name of that land.
Oh, Poland?
Geralt of Rivia
Rivia.
land.
Rivera,
Yeah.
Mario's land. Mario land.
I would do that, and then
Mario's Land.
and then I would live in Kingdom Hearts land.
Kingdom
That
Hearts.
was- no,
that,
that was
that doesn't
suck.
count, man. That's
That's
bullshit.
too
That's
because it's
cheating.
got all the worlds.
No, not necessarily. You might be trapped on your one world. There are many worlds. Whatever some
Yeah.
garbage Kyrie says at some point in that series.
Exactly.
There are many worlds out there.
Not everybody. Not everybody could travel to different worlds.
all.
What if you're just stuck at Traverse Town, dude?
Or I'm stuck in Aquatica.
I probably would want to live in Coast City.
I would also
because that seems
I
to be
don't
the
know, I
one
like
city
Back to the
that might-
Future. I think Back to the Future would be cool.
That's just normal everyday life, except you got a DeLorean.
That time traveling.
I think out of all the Kingdom Hearts worlds, I want to be in the 100-acre wood, and then I'd
Oh
be
my
happy.
gosh.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
In fact-
we're turning it into where you would want to live, though.
In
Like,
fact-
so just like world, like
Okay,
where
I got my three.
Whereas,
Where I want to
like how
live.
things play. Not where you want to live, because that would be totally different. Mine would be like some utopia where it's like, I don't know, I'm rich and fat and I live forever or something like that. I don't know.
Wally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
sure.
probably go to Twin Peaks.
Wally's a top 3 for me.
You gotta get that
on,
cupcake in a
then,
cup.
on a real level, I'm gonna say 100-acre wood. I think it's awesome.
Whoa.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
What's up with you and Winnie the Pooh? We've talked about this before,
It was
but
our
like,
first or second episode.
yeah, but like, why?
It's in our thumbnail.
I don't
Look,
know if we
all
asked
they-
why last time. I think we just kind of accepted that you liked it, but like,
It's because it's the greatest Disney property known to man. It exemplifies us as human beings and as these animals, as the avatars for different emotions. I think it's great.
it's getting real
That's why I
deep.
like. That's why I like Inside Out a lot. I think that's great too.
I compared exactly that. I was like, oh, the same thing what you think about for Inside Out.
And it just seems like they have a good time all the time. Like
All the
kind
time.
of. I mean, except for Eeyore.
Do you like when Igor pops around and is just fucking bumming you out, or when Pooh starts eating all your fucking food?
Yeah, but then Pooh's just like, "Don't worry, all we need is honey, and things are good." And then, and then they get honey,
Bother.
and then stuff doesn't happen right, and he's like, "Oh bother!" And then Piglet worries too much, and then somehow
Oh,
they solve
rabbit.
a problem. The rabbit kind of just freaks out too much.
Tigger's amped up all over the place.
Tigger's
Yeah, but
He's
she's
high on crack.
bringing them all together solves problems.
T-I-double-G.
All these negatives create a positive.
Would Game of Thrones be on any of your guys' lists?
No.
Fuck that world.
Fuck no.
No.
No, that's for sure dead.
No, I'm not talking like live there. Just like in terms of like I really like the Game of Thrones world.
I just think honestly, I think it's just more fantasy shit. Like it's not anything different from what makes Game of Thrones like unique is the story.
Yeah,
it's not the
if we're gonna
world.
pick between Lord of the Rings more than often because it's way more fantastical.
Lord of the Rings sucks fat donkey balls.
Exactly.
Compared to Game of Thrones is way better.
Hate Middle Earth. I will take Westeros and Game of Thrones' world, and I will take.
It's like the same exact thing.
I will take Tamriel and
it's like there's
the Elder Scrolls.
Except instead of fire over a wall, there's a bunch of ice over a wall. It's the same thing. It's like anti.
I will say this about Westeros lately. Clearly, they've invented a new way to travel, and they can get anywhere within a minute. So Westeros is pretty good as far as wanting to go places. So you could see more of Westeros faster. I mean,
they do have dragons.
Their ravens. I mean, are like text messages.
They put it in that monorail, and
you don't even know what's being referenced, Michael, do you? Because you don't.
I've watched every single episode of this season.
Yeah, you have. You know how that raven just got there, man. It was great.
I think I'm all for things just speeding up. I don't care about this realistic. I mean, I don't know.
I'd be fine with it if it was like that from the get go.
It's a TV show. What if it's supposed to be spanning between a few days, and they just condense a few days.
The problem,
into an
Michael,
thing.
is the past 6 seasons have taken like 3 episodes for characters to get places, and Ravens just take a whole season to fly somewhere. And now all of a sudden everything is instant.
I feel like what you're describing to me is that the last season sounded really boring and a lot of filler, and this season
actually was pretty good too. Here's the problem of why I'm having an issue with it being so fast now is because now the stakes don't feel real whatsoever. They can just get out of situations just because they can.
The stakes aren't real. You can't eat them. They're not. They're on the TV.
That's a Max joke.
File that shit.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
But like when you're fuck off.
No, this is not the kind of filler you would see in. It's never had the filler like Dragon Ball Z.
It's not that it's filler. It's just there's real stakes that are that happen in the show. Like you care when something bad happens to someone. So when they get to an unwinnable situation and completely survive, it's like what the fuck.
Yeah, I do agree. Like back in the day when people in this show used to like go out on an expedition, like the one they went out on last week, it was like, yo, someone's dying 100,000% for sure. Like last season, I didn't feel like anyone was even close.
There's never a risk. You
dying.
Never feel bad at all. The plot armor is too thick, and I feel like Game of Thrones.
There's that, and then they're writing themselves into situations. Well, not into a corner. They're writing situations. They're writing climaxes out because they want them to happen more so than what has happened in the world has reached a fever pitch, and then a climax naturally occurs. Like the entire, let's go north of the wall to get a White Walker body. No. That is a bad plan. No one in their right mind would think of doing that.
100%
No one would do that. The only reason they did that was so that they could have a fight
Game
scene.
of Thrones. Yeah.
That was literally the only reason.
The thing, though, is like, that's a suicide mission. For sure. People are going to die.
And conveniently, there were 4 or 5 extras brought along.
Red shirts.
No, there was like 15 red shirts on that X.
It is a similar problem to The Walking Dead, where they introduce you to new people so they can die later that episode, so no one important dies. Ruins any emotional connection and makes death meaningless.
Question and spoilers about The Walking Dead is the well, he would still be alive because he's still alive in the comics. I was gonna say is Negan dead, but no,
he is. We're at the TV show is at the point where he's trying to rally everyone up and fight them. Also, the cell has been built in the basement, which If what I've seen,
it's where
he ends up. Rick decides to lock him up. Is based off the comics.
Wait. What? They've already built the cell before.
The cell was built by. Who uses the bow staff? Who uses the staff?
Jesus, probably. I don't know.
No. He's the guy that he first met in the apocalypse, who had a son.
Glenn.
No.
Morgana.
Shane.
No.
Morgana.
Oh, Morgan.
Morgan, yes. Morgan's built the cell. Because he's all about, well, he was, and now he's not, but he was all about sparing lives and not killing them.
Anyways, I wouldn't want to live in Walking Dead or Westeros, but I would live in Twin Peaks. I would love to live there. Or not live. I'm sorry. I love the world of Twin Peaks.
The world of Twin Peaks is a ridiculous one.
It's really weird.
Okay.
I feel like I have a chance with a high school girl.
Okay, so I'll go with my final top 3. I'll do Star Wars. I will do Marvel. And I'm going to go Elder Scrolls Tamriel because I feel like I need a fantasy in there, and that's probably my favorite fantasy property.
Okay.
That's why I put 100 Acre Wood, because I felt like I need to put a fantasy in there. And that is my fantasy.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind the Dragon Ball universe either.
Fuck that.
That'd be dope.
It's literally just grasslands and then maybe one city on the entire planet of Namek.
And then you can go to different planets and hang out with people and teleport. I love Dragon Ball Z.
Dear Kamehamehas.
Kamehameha.
All right, so I go Twin Peaks, Persona, and then I don't know.
I thought you weren't doing Persona.
DC. I'm just because you said we weren't living there, but it's a cool world. So
that was my thing. DC or Marvel, which would be the better world?
I wouldn't live in DC because I would get fucking killed, but I would definitely. I love DC.
Now that I think about it, I might swap DC out for. I might swap in DC for Marvel because the cool thing about DC is it's at least different cities and stuff.
Yeah,
it's not New York and West Coast Avengers out there living in LA
Gotham.
or whatever. Exactly. Yeah, there's like Gotham, Metropolis,
Blue Haven, Opal City,
Star City,
Coast City.
Yeah, all those other cities that I could not remember at all.
Bloodhaven,
Sector 2814.
That's the whole planet and some stars.
Krypton.
I think it's the entire Milky Way galaxy, is it not?
I believe you're right.
Nerds.
So DC's at least a little bit unique.
Yeah. Because in Marvel, you get Wakanda, the Savage Lands.
I live in Wakanda.
Latveria.
That's right.
Latveria.
Sokovia.
What are the idiots who live like a billion miles away in X-Men comics? The Shi'ar Empire.
Inhumans?
The Shi'ar Empire.
Oh, they do got that dinosaur world though.
Yeah, Savage Land.
Savage Lands. Yeah.
X-Men sucks.
Android M.
Asteroid M.
Thank you.
You said Android M.
Android M.
Over there with Android Superman.
I thought you were going with Android like from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Like 17 and 18.
Real talk for a minute. Like X-Men kind of blows.
X-Men's all right. I think the characters are really cool.
Now or always?
But,
when you get into the deeper X-Men stuff, it's like
what do you call it? When as far as like newer stuff that I can remember, I thought all new X-Men was really good.
When you get into just baseline like Brotherhood of Mutants versus the X-Men, awesome, sure. Love it. Some of the best stuff in all of comics. But when you're like, yo, let's go deal with the Morlocks, and how about we go see our friends the
Shi'ar Empire?
I was about to say the Windjammers. No, the Starjammers and the
Starjammers.
They did that in all new X-Men, I think.
Yeah,
Cyclops' dad is what's his name?
Yeah,
and then they had the Cyclops comic because he ran away because he's like, Jean Grey doesn't love me, something.
Yeah, and the Hellfire Club and the yellow fat dude with scorpion legs and the Shadow King and
Mojo.
Yeah, you get into some
dude, but Omega Red
and the Brood.
The Brood. Yeah, there's some really, really awful parts of X-Men where it's like, this sucks.
My favorite favorite thing of X-Men was when Wolverine took over the school and he became like the principal, or he became the dean. And Katie Pryde was like the principal. That was a couple years ago. Jason Aaron was writing it.
It was when
Wolverine and the X-Men.
Isn't that when what's his?
Was it Xavier dead?
Xavier died.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. I remember.
It was called the Jean Grey School of Smart Students, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Kitty Pryde was like the
principal.
Was she the headmaster, or was Wolverine the headmaster?
Something. Well, he was like the Professor X role, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, Wolverine was the headmaster, and then
okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play a fun game. It's called Name the Mutant, and see if Max knows what their mutant ability is.
Omega Red.
Okay, that's fine because I've only seen the movies and the cartoon. So yeah, go for it.
Omega Red.
Omega Red.
I got a perfect follow-up.
He's super strong.
I mean, you could legitimately say that about every single superhero.
No, like strength, like a Mr. Incredible type thing. Like his thing is he's super strong.
Have you seen what he looks like?
No, I have no idea.
Can you tell me the color of his costume?
Red.
Good
job. Now,
okay, how about Kid Omega?
Wait, but what is his power?
Okay, I have
the tentacle boy.
Yeah, he has like a bunch of tentacle things.
Like an octopus?
I want to read like his. Okay, so
more like a Doc Ock. He like shoots tentacles like out of his wrists and crap.
Okay, he has
pretty awesome actually.
Carbonadium retractable tentacles housed within each arm. So he has like 2 whips.
Okay, so I was totally wrong. That's fine.
But I mean, super strength would be one of his things too, I suppose.
But you would have got all of that just from the name, right? You would have knew all of that just from his name.
Sure, Omega Red. Yeah, makes perfect sense.
All right, John Cena.
Well, his power is clearly invisibility because you can't see him.
Good job.
There you go.
That's that one. Yeah. Braun Strowman. He's the mutant among men.
All right, now you can stop.
How about Mojo? What does Mojo do?
Mojo Rawley?
I don't get hype. I stay hype, bro.
Mojo sounds like he's got voodoo powers.
Winner of the 2017 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yes, he is. Rawley. 2016 was.
We were so close. We were so close, Mario.
How about Baron Corbin?
I mean, literally, Mario, like 10 minutes or less.
Can't get through an episode without talking about wrestling. All right, Dazzler. What does Dazzler do, Max?
Body turns into diamonds.
No,
that was.
Wait, do you know if that's somebody, Max?
Yeah, they were in a movie.
Okay.
I think her name's Emma Frost. Isn't that it?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I guess that's
I don't know, but the name Dazzler just sounded.
You guessed Emma Frost's abilities, even though they belong to Emma Frost.
Well, I just thought the Dazzler just sounded right.
Okay, how about Morph?
Dazzler's kind of like Jubilee, sort of, pretty much. She's pretty.
I don't know what Jubilee does.
Fireworks.
Okay,
she shoots fireworks.
I got one. Cannonball.
Turns into like a solid metal substance, like a metal man type thing.
All right.
No. He just goes like real fast, doesn't he?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, I got one, guys.
Okay.
Gold Dust.
Great. That's a great X-Men.
Is it?
Shut up.
What? It's a fantastic X-Men. He's dating Iceman right now. It's great.
Gold Dust?
Wait, is that a real X-Men?
No. That's not a X-Men.
You guys are terrible.
Why did they retcon and turn Iceman gay? That was weird.
They did it with Green Lantern.
Yeah.
They did.
Green Lantern.
And I don't even know.
Green Lantern. Now Thor's a chick. Comic books are changing.
Wait, Green Lantern's not gay now, is he?
Alan Scott is.
One of them.
Alan
Earth
Scott.
2.
Oh,
like original
Justice Society one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which is dumb because he had children in the pre-52.
Yeah, that's the weirdest part. Is it like if you make a character gay who's really has like not much of a romantic history, it's like, oh, okay. But when it's like, yo, Iceman's gay now, it's like that dude has been with
that
Pride, Rogue, like he's been like with
He's been around.
He's been with every chick in the X-Men, pretty much. Every chick who's gone to Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters has probably been with Bobby at some point. So a little weird. I had a good one.
That's a great discussion for later too.
Wolfsbane.
Comics in general.
Wolfsbane. Max.
Oh, there you go.
Grows incredible sideburns.
No.
I think I got a better game that we can all enjoy, and it's a little bit simpler. Wrestler or X-Men?
Okay. I was typing list of wrestlers. Hold on.
Okay, that I could do that. That would be funny too.
All right. Let's start here.
I'm gonna type with worst wrestlers though.
All right, the Demon King.
A wrestler.
That's both, isn't it?
Close.
God darn it. Don't give me that crap.
Is it both?
Oh my god. It's Shadow King.
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
But was I right?
Shadow King.
Did you say wrestler?
I said wrestler.
Okay, good job.
Yes.
Let's go with an easy one here. The Wolverine.
An X-Men.
Okay, good job. Good job.
All right. Razor Ramon.
Yeah, Razor Ramon.
A wrestler.
Okay.
No X-Men's gonna have the name Ramon in their title.
That's entirely false. There would totally be a mutant with that name.
Absolutely.
Shockmaster.
A wrestler.
That is a wrestler. It's the worst wrestler of all time.
Battle
Vader.
Cat.
Wait,
Okay,
which one? Vader?
Yeah, Vader.
So actually Sith Lord. So we'll go with X-Men.
No, he's a wrestler.
Polaris.
X-Men.
It's an X-Men.
What else is there? What else can we pull out? Scott Summers.
X-Men.
You almost tripped him up there.
I was like,
Tugboat.
a wrestler.
Yes, it is a wrestler.
The Boogeyman.
What?
The Boogeyman.
A wrestler.
That is a wrestler. Yeah.
1 second. Roman Reigns.
Wrestler.
Rikishi.
X-Men.
No, it's not our X-Men.
That's a wrestler.
It's a wrestler.
Rikishi.
This is great.
Diesel.
Hmm?
Diesel.
Wrestler.
Yeah.
The
Junkyard
Red
Dog.
Rooster.
Junkyard Dog.
Yeah,
A wrestler.
that's a wrestler.
Dang it.
Some of them are easy to tell, but the difference between
Mad
Omega
Rocks.
Red.
X-Men.
Mad Rocks.
Say it again, Mario.
Mad Rocks.
A wrestler.
No.
Darn it.
the Hurricane.
Wrestler.
That is a wrestler. We're leaning too much on wrestlers. I think all of our brains.
I was gonna say
that's the thing. He's a wrestler who's a superhero.
Anything Michael says is a wrestler.
Paige.
Paige?
Yeah.
Both.
It's a wrestler.
I need someone to tell me there's an X-Men named Paige.
Right.
Archangel.
X-Men.
Cerebro.
See, if you want to trip Max up, you got to go outside of what he's seen in the movies.
Yeah.
Cerebro is a machine.
The Beast.
An X-Men.
Okay, almost both.
Domino.
X-Men.
She's a new mutant, actually, but I think she's a new mutant at least. Same thing.
Oh, come on. It's in the universe, right?
Yeah.
She's a mutant, for sure.
She's in a new Deadpool movie.
The Stalker.
Is she the one they just announced?
The one they just announced was Cable. But
Well, the girl, though.
Yeah, that's Domino.
Okay. She's got the eye thing.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson.
I think in the movie, yes, but not in the comics. No, it's makeup. But I think they're
in the movie. They want people to be able to identify with her.
Yeah,
because
you saw what they did.
everyone
black,
has to
so they made
identify
her
with
eye
everyone.
white.
But
Did you
it's
see
like
what they did?
It's like the pigmentation thing or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's the skin disease that Michael Jackson had.
Discoloration of skin thing that Michael Jackson had.
So she's African American. They switched the colors. They're so smart.
All right, I got one last one. Aurora Monroe.
Wrestler.
No, that's Storm's real name.
Darn it.
Yeah, I was starting to think about names we could use, but
yeah,
some of them are a little bit.
That's a character I know, but I just don't know her human real name.
What's Iceman's real name? It's Bobby.
Bobby Drake.
Bobby Flay.
Bobby Drake. Not Bobby.
I was gonna do Colossus, but his is like Peter Rasputin or something like that.
Yeah,
that could almost work.
Like, yeah, it's true.
Okay. How about Kevin Richardson? Is that a wrestler or an X-Men? That is actually a Backstreet Boy.
None of the above.
None of the above.
That's a real fair quiz.
We got off on X-Men. Did you guys finish your top 3 list? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, Blade Runner, 100 Acre Wood.
Persona, DC, Twin Peaks.
So I typed in Aurora Monroe into the Google.
You shouldn't do that.
And it turns out that that's I think a porn person's name.
That's exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Well, I'm pretty.
And
isn't
that?
No, I think that was good, Logan. You can keep going.
No, you're good. End the show, please.
We're good.
It's Aurora Monroe.
Okay. Oh, there's a difference.
Don't forget that when you're Google searching it later. Thank you, everybody, for listening to episode number 22 of the Model Citizens Show. Once again, you can find us over at modelcitizensmedia.com. You can also find us on Twitter at modelpods. And if you want to send us any topics to talk about in the future or have any questions for the cast, make sure to send them to modelcitizensmedia@gmail.com. You can also find this show and all of the other shows that we have on modelcitizensmedia.com on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play, as well as SoundCloud for our gaming podcast. You can also find everything on YouTube. Go search for our page, Model Citizens Media. Leave us a subscribe so we can get up to 100 and get that fancy URL, and then we can just tell you to go to that URL instead. I think that's it for this episode. You guys have anything else?
Watch our shit.
That's it, I think.
Yeah, watch our shit.
I think that's it. Until next week, we're going to skedaddle. We'll see you around here again soon.
Skedats.
Bye, everybody. Have a good week. See ya.
Bye.
Good night.